Hey everybody, welcome to RPM, Rock and Pop Mandolin, your site for learning classic rock and pop songs on this wonderful little 8-string instrument. It is the holiday season, so it is time for some Christmas mandolin tunes. And I'm going to do mainly rock and pop mandolin tunes for Christmas, but I will sprinkle in some more traditional ones as well during the next few weeks. So please stay tuned to this channel for some of your holiday favorites played on the mandolin, including this song, which is called Last Christmas, recorded by Wham back in 1984. The song written by George Michael, who sadly and ironically passed away on Christmas Day back in 2016. Now, I have to say I wasn't a big fan of this song until I tried to break it down for the mandolin. And you know what? I really like it now because there's some really nice, sweet little chords here for you to learn on the mando and sweet little licks. I will show you all of those coming up in this tutorial in a few minutes. But first, a little bit of business. If you're new here, thanks very much for checking out our channel. We hope you come back and check out more of our videos on this site. But please, don't forget to hit that little subscriber button down there on the way out. Really helps us to continue to grow. And if you are a returning subscriber, thanks very much for coming back. But don't forget to check out my new lesson series down below. Learn Rock and Pop Mandolin with Mike DeJong. 16 action-packed lessons for you. Well, maybe not action-packed, but certainly interesting lessons for you to learn the mandolin, taking you all the way from beginner status to intermediate. If you want to play the mandolin, this is the lesson series for you. 16 videos at an entry price of $29.99. You can't beat that. That's a great Christmas present price for the mandolinist in your home. Maybe it's you. So check it out. Also check out our other links down below if you just want to support the channel by maybe buying me a beer or a coffee or some eggnog for the holidays. Check out our Patreon link down below. You can do that as well. But that's enough business. Without further ado, let's take a look at this holiday classic called Last Christmas by Wham, here for mandolin on RPM. Okay, Last Christmas by Wham and George Michael is quite an easy song to play. It's only really 4 chords throughout the entire thing. 4 chords, that's all you need to know. But it's a nice combination of major and minor chords, which is cool. That's one thing I like about the song. The second are the extended chords that I'm going to show you that are really, really sweet sounding, especially on the mandolin. So first, let's break down the chord progression, all right? The 4 chords that you need to learn are starting with a C, right? And I'm just using an open C, nice open C down here at the bottom of the mandolin. I mean, you could play another C as well, but I really like this open one with the open strings, all right? And I'm going to show you why in a moment. Just stay tuned. But first, let's learn this chord here, your basic C chord, 2nd fret of the D string, 3rd fret of the A, and then these other 2 strings on the top and bottom open, right? C chord there. Next, we go to an A minor chord, and I'm using this voicing here for now. I'm going to show you an extension of it in a minute, but let's start with this one, your basic open A minor chord, 5th fret of the G string, 2nd fret of the D string, and open A and E like that, right? Just strum right through it. Your 3rd chord in this progression will be a D minor. Now, you can play it one of 2 ways, all right? You can play it with your basic open D minor like that. You hear that? Really beautiful chord. Again, 2nd fret here on the G string, open D, open A, 1st fret on the E, all right, that D minor. Or you can play this D minor here. And this one might work better for this song. And I'm going to explain that in a minute when I show you the extended chords, all right? So let's get this D minor voicing. It's a closed voicing of a D minor. 2nd fret here of the G, 3rd fret now of the D string, and your pinky finger is there, right, on the 5th fret of the A. Okay, so 2, 3, 5. That's your D minor chord. That's the 3rd chord. So first we had the C, then we had the A minor, then we have this D minor chord, and now you're going to go to a standard G chord. All right, everybody knows the G chord, I hope. It's a 2nd fret here of the A string and 3rd fret of the E, open G. All right, first I'm going to show you the strumming pattern, then I'll show you the extended chords, which you can really use to spice up this song. All right, so first we're just going to go, Last Christmas, I gave you my heart. I'm not going to sing it. I gave it away, right? strumming pattern is very basic. It's down, down, up, right? So, like that. Right? Same through, all the way through. There's a different D minor. All right, so just right the way through. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 bars of each. Right? Each chord. D minor into G. And that's it. Those are the basic chords for this song. If you wanted to accompany a vocalist, you could play those chords or play along with a guitar player. Those chords work perfectly fine. But I want to show you the extensions now, which sound even better. All right? So here, first I will show you this chord. Wow, what is that? Well, that's a C9 chord there, okay? Okay, so I've got my C chord like I showed you already, 2nd and 3rd fret, but now I'm bringing in my pinky on the 5th fret of the A string and still hitting this 2nd fret, okay? And then going down to that chord again. See what I did there? So 1, 2 on that D, on that C9, and then to the C chord, and you're still hitting that G down here, okay? So, like that. All right, isn't that a nice chord? That's a C9 to a C. And basically what the 9 means is just the 9th note in a C scale. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's actually the 2nd note in the C scale, but once you get into the next octave, we call it a 9 rather than a 2. You could call it a C2 as well if you want. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that C scale from here on the 5th fret of your G string, and then open on this, 2nd, 3rd, 5th, open, 2nd, 3, and then to the 5 for the D note, 1 beyond the C, right, which makes it a 9 chord when you play it like that. Okay, C9 to C. All right, and then from that C9 chord to the C, so last Christmas. So just follow the words there, last Christmas, on your strumming pattern. Then you're going to go to that A minor, but I'm going to show you another little extension on the A minor chord. Right? Isn't that cool? All right, so this one is, I guess that's an A minor 9 as well, because I'm using the B note here, which is the 2nd fret now of the A string. So you're going from this chord and just using your pinky finger like that to move it from there, from the D string to the A string. And actually, just do it once. All right, so from the C9, last Christmas I gave you my heart. You gave it away, right? Okay, I'll show you some licks that go with these chords in a little while as well. But these are the basic extended chords in the song. Next, we're going to a D minor chord. Again, an extended D minor, a D minor 9. Again, you see? I'm just strumming right through that chord, but I'm taking my pinky off first. Okay, so I'm getting that E string to open, to ring out by itself. Again, in the D scale, that E would be the 9, right? So this is a D9 chord, all right? So I'm going from that open D and open A as well. You can also hit those 2 strings open. 2nd fret, 3rd fret, open, open. Okay, and then I'm bringing my pinky in to complete that D minor chord. So, like that, again. You see what I'm doing there? And I'm just strumming right through all 4 strings, or all 4 sets of strings, right? Okay, let's recap the chords, the first 3 anyway, from the C9, last Christmas, I gave you my heart, right? And then to A minor 9, right? Now the D9, right? And now we're just going to that G chord, right? And you can do a G sus4 here. What's a G sus4? Well, that's the G chord and just moving that finger over, or another finger over, to the 3rd fret here. So instead of the 2nd and the 3rd, now it's the 3rd and the 3rd frets there. Okay, so that's a G sus4 because you got the 4th note of the G scale. G, A, B, C, right? G, A, B, C. All right, let's go through the pattern again with these extended chords, and then I'll show you some licks to go with them. So starting on that C9, right, Last Christmas. A minor 9, D minor 9 to D minor, G, sus4 to G. All right, those are the extended chords to this song. Now let's look at some licks that you can use to play the melody along with those chords. And it sounds really cool on the mandolin, as I said before. And it's the main reason why I like this song now, because you can play these little melody licks and they sound really sweet. So here we go. All right, so starting with the C9, Last Christmas. Okay, let's look at those licks again. So from the C9 chord twice, Last Christmas, to the C. Okay, so this note here, which is a C note, 3rd fret of the A, 5th fret of the A, up to the E, and then back 5, 3, open. Really nice notes in a C scale, right? They're the first 3 notes, but very nice and melodic. So one more time. Okay, down to that A note. So, and then when you hit that A note, you want to go on the A minor chord, all right? So you're pulling in that A minor 9 chord, and then back to an A minor, and then I keep this finger locked down here at the 5th fret, and I go like that. So you see, I'm still ringing out on this note down here at the 5th fret of the G string. Okay, so what are those notes that I'm playing over that A minor lick? Well, open, 2, 3, 2, open on the A string. So you see? All right, so from the C9 again. Right? So you're halfway through. Now to that D minor 9 chord. Right? All the way through. Strum that open E note there, that open E string, and then down to this D note here in the D minor chord. So now you're going up a little higher. You're going, right? So from 5 on the A, open E, and first on the E, open E, 5. Again, so again, that lick goes. Okay, and then from that note, you do a little like that with a 5 and open. So one more time, that D minor lick, D minor 9 to D minor, like that, okay? So, all right, and now you're to that G lick, which is the final lick. It goes. Okay, so what is that G lick over the G chord? So open, 2, 3, 2. And back to 3 again, and then down to 5. So, okay. And then this time you end on the A, the open A, the last part of that lick. So, right, and that's it. Then I just end it with a little. You can end that lick with something like this pattern, right, in the C chord, or you can end it with any kind of pattern that works over a C chord. I just do it from here. So 5, open, 2, 5, open, and you're back to the C. Something like that, or any little lick will work there to get you back to the C chord. Right, so all the way through this pattern, one more time. Here we go with the extended chords and melodic licks. Here we go, last. Oh, there I just went like that. So 5, open, 2, 5. Okay, so that last time I actually skipped going to the 5 here, the 5th fret. So I just went 5, open, 2, 5, back to your C chord. That's another nice little pattern to get you back to that C. All right, that is it for Last Christmas by Wham and George Michael. A really sweet song to play around the holidays on your mandolin. I hope you get those little melodic licks down and those extended chords. It's a really fun little pattern. Simple chord progression, but the chords and licks themselves are not so simple. So have a good time learning those and playing that song. And have a happy holiday season, everyone. Thanks very much for tuning in to this RPM channel. Once again, please hit that subscriber button down below if you're new. And if you're not new, thanks for coming back. But don't forget to check out our new lesson series down below. Or maybe buy me a coffee and beer on our Patreon link, our Patreon site. The link is down below. Thanks very much, everyone, and happy holidays. Merry Christmas from RPM.